there are 3 P's: the promise, the people, and the process. The first P is the promise. What is the purpose of your organization? Why are you doing what you're doing? What is it about it that could motivate people to care, to want to do this kind of work? One example that really comes to my mind of a situation where a company didn't have a natural purpose that you would think would inspire people. It was a janitorial services company. And as Mary Miller, the president, told me, she said, nobody grows up wanting to be a janitor. They were really struggling. It's an industry that has incredibly high staff turnover at the best of times. And they were really struggling to keep their staff doing the jobs, doing them well, and not have to constantly churn through people. And so she and Tony sat down and they thought, okay, what is it that's common about our best team members? And how are they different from our worst team members? And what they realized was that the best team members had access to transportation. Not what you'd expect. You're thinking personality or something. No, they could get to the job. Because if you think about it, a lot of the people who were doing these jobs, they lived in fairly low-income suburbs, lousy transit capability. They were expected to somehow get themselves to downtown buildings in the middle of the night. If they missed a bus, the next one wasn't for an hour, so of course they were late. And of course, they wanted to quit as soon as they possibly could get something else. So how do you inspire people in a situation like that? Well, what they realized is, okay, we got to solve this transportation problem to start with. So they went out, they bought a van, and they spray painted it Jancoa Shuttle Service. And for the first few days, Tony himself, the CEO, he actually drove this thing, which kind of threw the employees. But after a couple of days, they got used to the fact and went back to their normal conversations. But what he discovered in driving this shocked him, because he had really had no concept of how these people were living and where they were living, and the despair in so many of their lives. When he saw how they were living, he realized not only do these people not realistically think they can achieve their dreams, they don't even have dreams. Life is just a grind, getting from day to day. So he and Mary decided that their mission at Jancoa was going to be helping people achieve their dreams, no matter what those dreams were. It could be something as simple as earning enough money to buy a car, and they would literally go out and help that employee negotiate a good deal on the car. It could be something like someday owning their own home, moving to a better neighborhood where their kids could get a proper education. And they started working individually with each employee to help them figure out, okay, what is it you want to accomplish, and let's help you get there. Now, the irony about all this is, of course, they were really giving people skills that would make it possible for them to leave the company ultimately and get a better job. But what happened is turnover rates went way down because people felt the company cared about them and they took pride in the organization. So not only did turnover rates go down, the quality of workmanship went up. Did they care whether or not they got that speck of dust on the desk? No. Did they care that their company looked good to its clients? Absolutely, because they took pride. So even in something like that, it is possible for you to find something inspirational that your staff can care about.